presentation evening, and we're safe. It was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Okay. Fantastic turnout this evening. Thanks for coming along to our presentation evening. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I think it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster ride. Very informal. I'm sure it'll be very informal as the evening goes on. But there we are. Okay, so may I take this opportunity on behalf of the club to thank all of our great sponsors who have supported us so well this season. Particularly Rory and his team at GPF Lewis today. So, well, next week maybe. But thank you, Howard. I've worked very closely with Howard for very many years, probably more than I would like to mention. Probably around 30 years actually, it's a long way. I've actually been supporting this club for about 41 years, and probably about 35 of that wasn't out of him,
because he changes clubs every couple of weeks. But no, he's stuck with us, and I think it's true to say, Jefferson, that we're probably the club you've played for the longest now. Because whilst we're giving you a 50 appearance award, you're up round about the 70 mark now, really, I think. So, Jefferson, 50 appearances. Really, as to how many appearances we would be celebrating were he not to be so injury prone or decathlon prone or what have you. But Wes Parker has cracked the 200 appearance mark. So, fantastic. Sadly, that's not what we're about to say, actually. I just want to make a short speech. We've got a few things to crack through tonight, and you could say that's enough, but I'm going to press on. I've been Vice Chairman for the past 9 years to Howard, and I'm honoured actually to be making this speech now in front of all of you, and in front of Howard in particular. Now, Howard has probably put in at least 25 years for this football club. He was on the Supporters Club Committee when we left Lower Mead, so that was back in 1990. At some stage he became chairman of the membership of this football club, and this is what Paul is about to unveil and pass over. Now Paul, do you want to say anything now, or do you want to make your speech later? Now, later. Paul will speak later. So I'd like a massive, massive round of applause for Howard.
It really is just a few words. Well, thank you, Pete. Thank you, Paul. That's a very nice honour, and very grateful. And I think it's. I'm not sure who's more emotional tonight, whether it's me or Daisy. Actually, I think Daisy's finding it all a bit much for her. But it's. She's worried about having to pay to get in next year. I think that's the problem. Actually, so am I. Actually. She's still getting. It's certainly been quite a year, both personally and for the club. It's been a year unlike any other year that I can remember. I think if you said at the beginning of the season, 50 points in the first round of the FA Cup, I think most of us would have taken that. It's felt like hard work, but actually we've got there, and there's no guarantees in football, I think, and you only have to be a Margate fan, an Ebbsfleet fan or player or whatever, and things that you might have expected earlier in the year certainly haven't happened. So I think all credit to this bunch of guys getting us to safety, and all credit to everyone here.
Is our esteemed cameraman and video producer. So thank you, Robin. I think this is going to be about 5 minutes long. So we'll just have a look back at over the season, perhaps some of the goals, and enjoy. So the joint winners with 15 goals each, some of which you saw there so brilliantly, goes to Bradley Hudson-Odoi and Jefferson Lewis. Well done, guys. Joint Golden Boot winners with 15 goals apiece. Who says we don't score goals? We do. Okay, so we're delighted this evening, which is the...
Well, give him that, captain. We didn't get him out cold because he's under his table. Oh, I can see some hugs coming on here, look, a lot of loving. I don't even drink red wine, Paul, especially from Aldi.
Platt.
Has done amazing things, as quite rightly as Howard has said, since the day we walked over the threshold at Ruislip. 4 guys took on the responsibility of trying to chuck a few quid in so we give ourselves a chance. You people out here on the floor made it all happen and continue to make it happen. We're building new stands and lickets of paint here and there, repairing this, that and the other. Don't need the negativity. We've got a fantastic club with some fantastic people, some great players, and we're going to add to all that next season. So please, less of the negativity. Let's start talking up our football club.
Churchillian.
A toast to Wealdstone Football Club. Thank you very much.
Player of the year. So I'm going to ask Jonathan North to come up and present this award to the winner. So well done, Northie. Okay, so Northie's going to present this award. Northie won it, of course, last year. And this year, our Player of the Year is Bradley Hudson-Ollie. But this is a special award, and this is the Management Player of the Year. Ooh. So this is a new one. So I'm going to ask the boss. The winner of the Management Player of the Year goes to Josh McLeod Urquhart. Most memorable match this season, Gordon, and why? Do you have one?
Last orders.
I'll go Ebbsfleet away. Backs against the wall. I think, I don't know how many we took with us, probably 200. Sung their hearts out. I thought the attitude of the players that day was outstanding. They're a side that are obviously paying out massive money, big expectations, and we competed. And not only competed, but won the game. That gave me personally a great deal of satisfaction. I'm sure it did with the lads. But I've got to say,
we've spoken about the FA Cup run, which was a great run and a great day. What are your reflections now, and particularly the Colchester game?
Cheers. The reflection on preceding games up the Colchester was fantastic. You know, the media involvement, it sends out a message that you know, there was more people aware of the football club. We've done very, very well up to that, but I think that day we let ourselves down. We didn't play particularly well against not a particularly great side. I think they were decent going forward, they had plenty of pace, but I don't think we played to our capability. So obviously you're disappointed in front of television cameras to have 5 goals put past you. But
6. See, my recollections aren't that good. I'd like it to. Probably in my mind. First one to say that
Next season, your thoughts on next season. We know that there are things going on behind the scenes at the club, but your thoughts on next season and preparations, perhaps.
it'll be this. Bitterly disappointed. Said most difficult season I think we as a management team have ever had, with the things that have been thrown our way. And you go back to the start of the season, and I think we had 3 players suspended for the first game. We never had that. You had people away. You had
Delighted that young Sam Akers is going to present the award. So I think Sam is going to come down to the front. Okay, so Sam's out the front here. Can't wait to present this award, and it goes to Bradley Hudson-Odoi. Well done. It is voted by the supporters. Hospitality. Well done, Jackie. Fantastic job in the team bars, slaving away behind the scenes. So please come forward, Pauline. Well done. Someone that does so much hard work, match in, match out, doing the golden goals, helping on the committee. Min Goodman. Hooray! So much time away from her over so many years. It doesn't need to really be explained. But so this bouquet is for your wife, Katie, and I'm going to ask Daisy. I think Daisy here is to accept it on behalf of Katie. So Daisy, please come up and take the bouquet. Thank you. Well done, Daisy. Well done. Okay. So, again this year in very heavy numbers, so it's great to see that. And in the tradition of other awards that have happened over the years internationally, I'm going to give the results in reverse order. Okay, so third was Josh McLeod Urquhart. A popular vote. Second, who got a huge amount of votes, in second place was Johnny Right. Right, so who do you think was the winner of the Jock Law Trophy? It is Bradley Hudson-Odoi! Bradley's not going to get away without saying a few words. So Bradley, you've had a fantastic season. So talk us through your season, because it just seems to have got better and better as it's gone along.
Yeah, to be honest, it's been a stop-start season. I went away to Dominica in the summer, came back terribly overweight at the start, and didn't play for the first 6 games, which I was banging on Gordon's door saying, well, I'm not playing, but fair play. You know, it's played out well, and it's kicked on from there, to be fair.
So what is your can you remember some of your most memorable games, because you've scored a lot of goals, haven't you?
Yeah. I think, to be fair, the first one was Edgefield. Being thrown in, having watched, like I said, the first 6 games, to go out there and do well, I thought I started really sharp, and then to get a goal as well. Shame about the result, but you know, I thought on a personal note, I did really, really well in that game.
Fantastic. So you're fairly new to the club. What do you think about the club and the fans, Bradley?
Do you know what? It's that was one of the reasons. That's down to the gaffer and the club, you know, at the end of the day. So I can't answer that question. It's up to the club. If the club want to keep me on, then who knows, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes from there.
All right, fantastic, Brad. He's had a fantastic season. Well done. Well done, mate. Okay, we're coming to the end now. I just want to say a few more thank yous, but I want to thank all of our admin team and all of the team, but most of all, because I'm speaking here on behalf of the Supporters Club, I would like to thank the Supporters Club. I think we've upped our game and we've done really, really well. Look out for some more events. And finally, just a plea for me, a plug, don't forget the 100, 400, it's still going to be very important. And thank you for all of your contributions. It's been fantastic. Thank you, enjoy the rest of this evening and good night.